Well, I present to you the fertilizer from Seven Springs Farm. It's actually, some of the fertilizer still exists, but we had to spread most of it today. I was under the impression that the plastic bags on the very top of the pile, which happened to have the K-Mag in it, I thought those were waterproof, and I was so wrong. So we had the 5.5 inches of rain a few days ago, and sure enough, we had this wonderful granular product that is, ground up langbonite, and which is, of course, a rock. It wanted to revert to its original rock form. So we had these 50-pound bricks of, like reformed langbonite. So it was a lot more exercise than normal to spread this fertilizer, but we managed to cover this part of the grove. Basically what we did was throw these bags onto the driveway to break them up a little bit, and then take a hammer and hit the chunks until they were a decent size. You can imagine them, like getting absorbed into the soil eventually. So anyway, langbonite, K-Mag, we finished off everything because it was all solidified from the rain we had. And then, of course, that was the top, but I just assumed that all the other layers were going to be protected by this nice plastic-covered K-Mag. Still wrong on that. So anyway, we have sunflower hulls, ground sunflower hulls on the south side of the grove. Spread that on almost all the trees. And by the way, that is really like a flour, very fine dust. So if you ever spread that, wear a mask. I know everybody in the country or even the world has a mask these days. That would be another application for it. So those two products, were most of the pallet. And then another thing happened to that pallet of fertilizer. After it rained, we had a truck back into it. So that damaged a few more bags. So we have some azomite out in the grove, and then everything else that was on this pallet is now in another location that's protected from the rain. So live and learn on that one. The good news is we got a lot of fertilizer spread, a lot of amendments spread, I should say, this afternoon. And so hopefully it will, the sources of potassium will help the mango trees flower more. But also, as a side note to this whole fertilizer thing, is we plan to, of course, order again. But we want to offer our customers the chance to order at a lower price. The freight really is exorbitant when you just order one bag, so we're trying to pool a bunch of orders together so that the freight per bag is going to be, as low as possible. And so we'll post that. I think we'll have an order date in the second half of January. So if you see anything on that website, you can contact us through email or in person, and we will put it in with the order. And the more bags that people order, or more products, there are other products besides bags of fertilizer and amendments, the more we order, the less the freight will be.